So there's been a bit of action this morning.
United Spurs of America, with your hosts, Michael and Jacob.
We were in action, and she said in my ear, "Go deeper. Stay with me now." And what hurt me is I was already all the way in. So I had ran out of PP.
God. Damn, but I need a bitch like this. Carry me on your shoulders. Help me out, please. Shit.
Well, well, well. Yes, we are back. We are live. Chewy, you gonna let the people see you? Well, I guess you can't really see him, but Chewy's here. I'm here. You're here. Welcome in. Episode 2 of the Name and Shame game. Today we're going to be looking at a few things. You know, it's like I finished the first episode, which real quick update on episode number 1 before I say hello to the chat. Quick update. For those of you that were like, "Oh, Jacob, you're so wrong to do that. Oh, Jacob, how dare you go at Brian Daigle and Ben Kaufman of the coffee company? How dare you?" What kind of... I told you, I see it, bro. I see it. And what I would say to that is, here's an update. They both have apologized, both to Kate and even to me. And he said, "Jacob, you were in the right to speak your truth." So there we go. Successful one of one might say. One of one. We shot once and we scored 2 points. So good job. Good job, everybody. And to those of you who say, "Jacob, this is not a good idea," I see you. I'm watching, all right? I see you. We got the eye. We're watching. We're always watching, all right? We are always watching. Look, I got my snacks. I got a drink. I've got some vapors. We're set. We're good to go. I've got my videos queued up. I got a couple timestamps that we're going to run through. But before we get into the nitty gritty of it all, the pot roast. Yum, yum. Daddy loved pot roast. Anyway, let's say hello to the chat. Compost Smurf, hello. Hello, Compost Smurf. If you come to watch The Crying Cult of Misery, their latest CRY-SIS, over there, you might know where that place is. Chernobyl. I'm going to call it Chernobyl away because, number one, fuck them. I don't want to use their name. Unfortunately, you're going to have to see their face and one of the annoying voices. But this is part of it. I'm going to have to bite the bullet. And as much as it is nail on a chalkboard to listen to, we're here to name and shame, baby. But big up Compost Smurf. Hopefully you're here to have some fun at Chernobyl. Shoshi. I did schedule it for 11:45 my time. I had to move it back. I needed to eat, shower, etc. Big up driving my Hyundai. That's a new name. You got a Hyundai. You whipping in the Hyundai. Shoot, I just showered, so my hair's all wet, so excuse me. I know some of y'all be like, "Oh, I don't know nothing about that." No, don't know nothing about that. Big up. Knicks Football Club, 6 p.m., peak time for me. Some might say it's peak time for them, or the worst time for them. We're going to find out tonight and every night. But again, episode 1 was a raging success. I've had private conversations with Ben. I've had private conversations with Brian. Brian called me. He wanted to square it up. I said, cool. We squared it up. So, respect. Like, ding, ding, ding. Green check mark. Ding, ding, ding. Ben Kaufman. To be fair with Ben Kaufman, I did have to send him a text message saying, I heard you're telling people I abuse 15-year-olds, which is hilarious. And we had a conversation. We squared it away. And we're going to continue to square it away. So shout out Ben Kaufman. Ding, ding, ding. Check mark. Huh. No shame for them today. Only ding dings. But again, nobody is safe. All right. When we're watching, ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody safe. Not even you, Elijah. Says he pulled an all-nighter. Now Jacob is live. Yes, I am. I know my body hates me. Your body may hate you, Elijah, but you know we love you around here. Come on now. Big up Latimus Prime in the house. Big up to you. How you doing? Lee Statham. Hello. How you doing, baby? Good to see you in the house. Making good times says, big up, Jacob. We wang tonight or... No wham for me. not me. Maybe somebody else. Big up Joaquin. Joaquin from SoCal. Big up California. How y'all doing tonight? Man, making good time. Laugh my ass off. Stay with me now. So we were getting it on. Stay with me now. It's a great clip. Good day, Dr. Johnny D. Good day. I already said hello to Elijah. Cheers, Tony D. Hello, how you doing? Is that a fushigi? I don't know what a fushigi is, but maybe. Good outcome. Absolutely. Good outcome. Troubled times in Spursland. Yes, it is. So you know what? When Gotham is running amok, the Joker must play. And for the greater good and the greater bad, Joker's got to do what the Joker's got to do. And yeah, I've self-dubbed myself as the Joker of this Gotham that is within Spursland. Again, it's not a community. Don't ever let anyone tell you the Spurs community. It's not a Spurs community. That's a lie. All right? When people say Spurs community, that's how you look at it. I don't think that's a real thing. Because it ain't. It's a facade. They're lying to you. Big up ZX. Who are the Costco boys in relation to Spurs? Whoever says, I'm a truth speaker. I only speak the truth. I'm Jason Statham, and I only speak the truth.
Oh, you know who I am. Oi. Who am I? Pfft. You know who I am. I'm the milkman. I'm a driver. I'm a real estate agent. I'm a
Costco guy? Yeah, that's a Costco guy. Anyway, good morning. Dirty Sanchez. Matty K's in the house says, for fuck's sake. Yeah, apparently I was bullying you. I don't know if you want to clear that up, but you were saying that I was bullying you in a chat, and Ben Kaufman said that apparently that's my aim, which is, it's honestly hilarious. But hopefully you're doing well, Matty. Hopefully you're doing well. Baloo, hello, Jacob. Can you play that big guitar for the wham wham? Baloo, it's actually a cello. It's not a big guitar. And I used to know how to do the jaws, the nee. It's my wife's. All right, my wife is a musician. The smart one, the talented one, the responsible one. I'm just the husband. I'm the guy. The inmates of Arkham are revolting. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. But it's okay. Because, after episode 1, I was like, well, shit, I don't really know when the episode 2, a few people were asking when's episode 2. And I thought about it. I was like, really? I don't know. But I was talking to Elijah. I was like, I was a little worried. I don't know where episode 2 is going to come from. But, like the town drunk, like the town drunk, at some point, you're going to see him running around drunk. And Tottenham, YouTube, online, whatever, that's the town drunk. And like town drunk fashion, we get some good stuff tonight. So hopefully y'all doing well. I honestly, I was ready to do this episode at like 4 my time, but I decided let me just go to work early so I can finish early, and maybe I can stream longer than an hour about it, because this one's going to be fun. I can't lie. Can't have community without unity. Well, again, you just said community. All right. And I'm going to say one thing. If you're watching this and you're like, am I safe? No, you're not. And secondly, if you're watching this and you're like, oh, well, I'm cool with Jacob. Surely he's not going to call me out. Surely I would. If you say something that I need to call out, that I need a name and shame. That's the name of the game. Because what it is there's a song and there's a lady who says, who's going to match my freak? And I feel like Tottenham YouTube's community, there's that word again. I feel like it's been taunting me. Are you going to match my energy? So tonight, and for every episode of the Name and Shame game, we are going to. We are absolutely going to match that energy. So, again, sometimes I'm trying to be the coffee bean. You don't know what the coffee bean is? Go to my most latest upload, not live stream, upload. I tell a great little story about limp carrots, soft eggs, and coffee beans. The goal is to be like the coffee beans. Basically, change your environment, change everything around you. Be a part of something, you know, allow the environment to change you while you change it. So I've got my drink. I'm gonna take a sip to that. That's how I'm gonna slurp when I'm like, when I'm Kermit the Frogging, you know what I mean? But in regards to changing that environment, you know, someone that I call a friend, that I think is an advocate for good things. You know, sometimes he goes about it in a manner in which a lot of people don't like. However, I understand. I understand him. And we have good conversations. You know, I'm the Paul Hotspur hippie. And, you know, he's one of these people. He's a coffee bean. Changing the environment around him. I respect the fuck out of it. And in turn, it's motivated me in a way to do it my own way, but also change the environment my way. He may be the Colombian bean and I'm the Arabica. You know, Colin Sievers, I've seen him. He's out there ruffling feathers too. You know, all it takes is, what is it? One tree to fall in the woods for a collateral effect. And if we all stick together in the not community that we're building here at United Spurs of America, or just really on the right side of history, I'm going to say kudos to you. Big up to you. Making good time. I know you're on the right side of history. Maddie says, I never said you were bullying me, mate. Well, I have a photo of the text that says different. I mean, technically, you didn't say I was bullying you. It was Ben Kaufman who said it. But, you know, it's all good. I said hippie was being rude to me and others started saying stuff. I didn't say you bullied me. So there you go. I don't bully 15-year-olds. How about that? Breaking news. Dr. Johnny D. 1 week rest, 2 good signs. Hey, I know you want to talk about football stuff. But this is it's about our club. James Miller, big up to you. Big up to you as well. As a Spurs fan, at least we can commiserate together. No, we can't. Don't do it. No commiserations, no community. It's not a thing. Qatar Spurs, that'll be fun. Three-legged dog. Hey, long time no see. Big up Jacob, keeping the bastards honest. I love it. Just pointing out the things I see, shedding a little light to the darkest, murkiest corners of Chernobyl. The NFL halftime show was garbage. Bring back Creed. I'm all for Creed. Bring back Creed. Morning, Jacob. Good morning, Marshall. Jacob, were we at the group therapy again, letting it all out? No, it's not group therapy. It's naming and shaming. Right Heart Lane. Hi, Jacob. Hello. I'll drink. Hey, come on now. Sip, baby. Wagwan, Donna Colin, how you doing? HH Venus Australis. I don't know what that means, Steve Hayes. But big up to you. Good to see you in the house. Let's get to it, shall we? You know, I really didn't know how I wanted to start this because it's like when an attacker has the entire pitch in front of him, what is he going to do? Is he going to move it on his left? Is he going to move it on his right? What's he going to do? I don't know. And so I don't know where I really wanted to start this, but let's just jump right into it. So today was an interesting day. I'll just tell you, how about this? We'll start it from my experience. I saw the Last Word on Spurs were going live. Last Word on Spurs going live. Cool. That'll be fun. Last Word on Spurs sounds like a good time. Oh, it's always a good listen, win, lose, or draw. I feel like they're very, how do you say, good at presenting a show and talking. Like, way better than me. Way better than a lot of channels. Even channels that say have 10,000 more subscribers, yet less than a fourth of the monthly views. Interesting. But the numbers speak for themselves. Last Word on Spurs, absolutely phenomenal show. I enjoy the hell out of it. And they go live. Jacob's chilling. I'm going to tune in. So I tune in, and I don't know if you can see this, but go ahead. Let me make it bigger for you now. Well, that's a little AO. Let me adjust this screen. Let me adjust this screen. There we go. Bang. So hopefully you can see the chat there. Whole bunch of change for Tottenham, shame on you. Ricky Sachs is a kitty fiddler, is what Danny Tilley says. Let's see, can y'all see that? Does that help a little bit if I zoom it in a little bit more? Nope, that's too much. So that's as zoomed in as we can get it. Hang on, let me refresh. Let me refresh now. Let me refresh. Okay, wait. That's more than a minute in. They weren't that long in. Hang on there. So there's his intro. He's doing his intro. And Ricky Sachs is a kitty fiddler. Right there. I'll highlight it for you. Ricky Sachs is a kitty fiddler. I said, well, that's weird. Change for Tottenham, shame on you. Change for Tottenham, shame on you. Change for Tottenham, shame on you. Change for Tottenham. And like this account right here, John George, he's one of those cucky Spurs fans, always on his knees, always slurping up whatever he can glurp up from Chernobyl. Because as far as I'm concerned, he's been exposed to the radiation far too long. And yes, he is a member of the cult of misery, which that's what I'm going to call it. Paul the Hotspur hippie had a different word for it. He called it the cult of Stel. I wouldn't give him that much credit or use his name, because when I hear his name, it's one of those, ew, gross, like, excuse me? So I'm calling it the cult of misery. And I say that because he's a miserable motherfucker, and he has been in all the years that I've known him. Since I've known he's existed, he's come across as a pretty miserable person. So, I'm going to call it the cult of misery. That's located at Chernobyl away. And Paul the Hotspur hippie is going to call it what he calls it, the cult of Stel. And he says the cult of Stel ain't happy. No, they're not. So here they are in the chat of Last Word on Spurs. 58 well, you can't see that. Hang on. 58 seconds. There it is. 58 seconds into the show. The chat is flooded with comments. Change for Tottenham. Shame on you. Everyone, bunch of different accounts spamming. Change for Tottenham. Shame on you. I'm like, I'm not an idiot, so I have a pretty good idea what this was looking like at this point. I changed it to cinema style. I don't know. Well, Kyle Agent, yeah. Well, you don't have to miss it, because I'm gonna expose it. We got the eye out, all right, and we're watching. So I see all this. Change for Tottenham, change for Tottenham, change. Spam from a bunch of different accounts. That sounds like something a cult would do, right? You tell a cult to, here's a message, now take it forth into the town. Then they all run around, hey, Daddy told me to tell you, change for Tottenham, shame on you. Daddy told me change for Tottenham, shame on you. So there they are, all the cult members. We're from Chernobyl. Guys, unity, guys. Oh, there's Queen Ellie Hoiberg. Shame on you all. So she gave her own little rendition, which I thought was interesting. So this was the first time that I guess she entered the chat. And, Queen Ellie was a friend of the channel, friend of myself. She was, I believe, the first or second super chatter on the channel. So for years, I had a lot of love for Ellie. And it seems like this last year, something's different, but I don't really know her outside of WhatsApp or YouTube. So, I take it as it comes. So I see the way people behave. Again, the eye has been out. I've been watching. I just don't always talk on it, but I'm watching, and now I'm talking on it. So, the behavior's something that is exhibited too much exposure. Too much exposure to what, you may say? I'm going to say Chernobyl away. You spend too much time near Chernobyl, you get the radiation. It's just a natural cause and effect. You hear, you get it. And, it's a shame. It is a shame, because who I thought Queen Ellie was, I really like that person. I'll be honest. Great person. Enjoyed talking. Privately, she told me different things like, Stel's ashamed for taking the piss out of your disabled child. He says he regrets it. He wish he didn't do it. It's almost like she was trying to mend a bridge. And I said, Ellie, I don't give a fuck. Ellie, I don't give a fuck. Because this motherfucker want to talk some shit. So guess what? I'm going to meet that energy. And, she said, oh, I understand. And then she told me a bunch of bad stuff that he did to her. And I'm like, wow, that sucks. But it checks out because he's a shitty person. You know, Chernobyl's a shit place. You don't want to go there. And that was months and months and months ago. And then it's like, you get too much exposure to Chernobyl. Well, now here she is, hanging out with all the cult members. Shame on you all. And she continues to spam with the rest of the spammers, aka the culters, all of them. She spams with the best of them. And at some point in the chat, I don't know, at some point during the show, I said, wow, Ellie's a troll. I saw Phil Coy's in there too, another person whom the little bit of exposure I had to, I liked what I thought was there. But again, people's behavior will show you a lot. I'm not saying I don't like Phil or Ellie anymore. I just think you've been at Chernobyl way too long, my friend. So if either one of you watch this or hear this, try to get away from Chernobyl a little bit. Might make you feel better. All right. Might make the radiation levels go down. Because for Queen Ellie and Phil Coy's to be spamming with the cultists, I think that's weird. I didn't expect it. Have that on my bingo card 2025? Probably would have said no. But, you know, hey, we move. So, as you can see, the whole chat's flooded. Change for Tottenham. Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you. We'll hit play, and I'll just go forward 2.5 minutes. There we go. There's some John George, like I said, the knee pad merchant. One of the cuckiest of them all. Sean Butler out. Sean Butler out. Sean Butler out. So Sean Butler's on there. Ash Maddock is on there. Two good friends of the channel. I would say Ash is also a friend of me outside of the channel. I don't know Billy T. I don't know who he is, but apparently he's a part of Change for Tottenham. Which, put that in your pocket because you'll need it for later. And there's Ricky Sachs, the creator, host of Last Word on Spurs. So I actually don't... They the reason we're actually not going to listen to much of their show, we might skip around just to show you an example of what the chat looked like for the entirety of the show, which is an hour 25. The entirety of the show, the cultists had all day. Daddy told me to do what? Okay, Daddy, I'll do it until I can't do it anymore. Weird. But anyway, so Sean Butler from Spurs Talk Show, he's just there, and they are on his neck, which is crazy. But it's also a part of life. It's a part of putting your face out there. It's a part of being on YouTube. And I think Sean gets it. So he's got thick skin. And to the other three, they've got pretty thick skin too, because for how much it was and for how long it continued, the spamming from the cultists, because their cult daddy told them to do it, you know, it's, yeah. I thought that they had really tough skin. I thought that they handled it really well, like true professionals. I can't say that I could have done the same, but they, all four of them, handled it really well with poise. So props, ding, ding, green check marks for Ricky, Billy, Sean, and Ash. Big up, Ash. You sly dog, you animal. I just got distracted because I was thinking of some shit that Ash and I have talked about. And then also, he was ripping ass on another channel, side tangent. He was ripping ass on another channel, and it was absolutely disgusting. So shame on you for that, Ash. Farting into the mic. What the hell's wrong with you? But anyway, shout out Ash and Spurs Kings TV. Spurs Kings. So there's this guy. He's like, what's going on? What's going on, guys? I don't know. But everyone says, change for Tottenham, shame on you. And then John George is spamming Sean Butler out like a madman. So what also is crazy is the fact that Last Word on Spurs have no mods, and Ricky wasn't timing any of it out or deleting any of it, because it's crazy how much spam. So that's 2 minutes and 47 seconds into it, that there's a whole bunch of, let's say, abuse to Sean and to the channel. Really, I hate it when trolls get in here and flood it with shit, because then it really derails the conversation. But as it is, my channel, my shows typically get derailed in conversations, which is why I don't actually have the comments pulled up from you beautiful fuckers who are here right now, because it'll distract me, and I'm trying to stay on point. But I'll get back to the comments in a little while. Which, shout out you if you are here. Hit a like, hit a subscribe, all that fun stuff, because this is going to be a doozy. Also, I do want to side note, whoever is saying anything about Sava's dog, shame on you. That should not be happening. All right. Like that's just a sad story. I don't give a fuck, dog, what you think about Sava, but don't be talking about his motherfucking puppy like that. I think that's completely disrespectful, and shame on you if you were one of the people who did it. It got sent to me, brought to my attention, because like I said, I didn't have the chat up the whole time because it's distracting. You're so sexy out there and distracting that I just didn't want to get lost in the effervescent smell of you chatters. But okay, so 2 minutes, 47 seconds. Let's go forward 5 minutes, shall we? There we go. 5 minutes. What does the chat look like? Okay, change for Tottenham. Sean is a coward. Change for Tottenham. Shame on you. Stell in, leave you out. From Sheriff, 2 marks. You know, the guy who was here yesterday. Make your own content. How about that? There's a big up for Sean. Shout out Robert Davis. Billy T face reveal. Change for Spurs, shame on you. Change for Spurs, shame on you. Change for Tottenham, shame on you. Same. Boo, same. Who's running for change from Tottenham? So then, you know, I'm watching this like, what the fuck is going on? And just real quick, so we can see, it continues. So Sean Butler's a sorry excuse for a Tottenham fan. Ricky, answer the super chat. Someone super chatted, Ricky, why did you hijack Tottenham away guest? And I said, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. Chernobyl away has sent the cultist in full force. So I'm like, reluctantly, let me send my little drone on into Chernobyl. I'm not going to put my body over there because, again, like nails on a chalkboard. Ugh. Disgusting. Hey, let's be together, guys. But I was here first. You know, there was something that Paul said that I've referred to in episode 1, which was the Levy out movement's going to fail. And sure enough, it did today. So Paul is a truth speaker. Paul might secretly be a Costco guy, now that I think about it. But he called it. He said, change for Tottenham, or not change for Tottenham, Levy out movement is going to fail because there's a select group of people who are making it about them. I was here first. You're on the bandwagon, yada, yada, yada. All the things I said and piggybacked off of as well. And what do you know? Today, they did just that. So I'm sorry for the obscene images being seen on my stream right now. But here we are, Chernobyl away. Ugh. Oh, sorry. Oh, God. This is going to take a lot out of me. Just, you know, maybe I need to say hello.
Bring your friends, it's fun to lose and play pretend. It's overboard and self-assured. No, I know the dirty word.
Yeah. All right. I feel better. That's a fantastic clip. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Good stuff. I feel good inside. Let me tab over. There was something. Where is it? No. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I saw Sava's face. I thought it was Sava. But this is Spurs Master. Says, Jacob, you need to admit you were wrong about Ainge and stop going after fans who've been calling him out. When have I gone after fans who call out Ainge? Tell me when. Send me the link, my friend. Send me the link. Send me the link. This is good stuff. I'm feeling great after that. Here we are now, entertainers. Ah, it's beautiful. JP looking cucked. That's one way to put it. All right, I'm gonna tab over so y'all don't distract me. All right, so here we are. Where's my notes? My time cues. 4:52. So let me just back this up just a little bit. 4:50. Well, oh, I don't want to listen to more than I have to, but here we go. You're gonna have to listen to 4 extra seconds.
It's just these press conferences. Anyway, we digress.
So here we go.
So guys,
here we go. We're jumping in now.
Change for Tottenham, and unfortunately, we've been stitched up.
So he's just kind of talking about, okay, we've been stitched up. I don't know what that phrase means, but it means, I guess he like his dating life, got left at the dinner table, left on red. That's fun.
Absolutely stitched up, and I'm going to say it before we even
used to
begin.
it.
I am not changed for Tottenham. I'm not backing them,
Not changed for Tottenham, not backing him. Cool.
and I couldn't care less.
Okay.
We will be at the protest. We will be there, and
Okay.
the Tottenham away followers that have all reached out to me.
Cult members. He said followers. Let's correct that. Cult members.
Have all contacted us. You know who you are. Who are turning
Yeah, we
up.
know who you are.
Do not come as change for Tottenham.
Don't come as change for Tottenham. Do not dare look like you're trying to do change for Tottenham.
No chance. We are Levy out, Enoch out. That's it. Don't want.
Okay. So just a clear dividing of, so he says there's a group of people, we're all here and we all want to change Tottenham. But I'm going to draw this line, and now you're either in this selective group or you're that. Do not come as that though. All right.
Don't want change. Don't want a reshuffle of the board.
Don't want
them
change.
to
Got
think
it.
differently. No. We're Levy out, Enoch out. And the reason is not. I personally cannot back this change for Tottenham group after what they've done. Let me
Okay. So clearly the poor lad's been scorned. And he's ramping up.
explain to you what they've done. All right. And I'm gonna have people that are close friends. We've them before any other YouTube channels or podcasts.
Oh, here we go.
Testing, demonstrating before change for Tottenham. Before any other
So we've been demonstrating and bitching and moaning since before change for Tottenham was a thing. Got it.
YouTube channels or podcasts
Before any other YouTube channels, podcasts, or anything.
jumped on board.
Got
And
it.
The evidence is here.
The
I've been
evidence
for a
is
long
here.
time.
The evidence has arrived. I love that. Because that's one of the things that he said whenever he tried to accuse me and Patty Hartnett of shutting his channel down, which I had nothing to do with. I can't say I'm like real chuffed that it happened because LOL, the channel that I helped him grow, Michael as well. That's quite hilarious. A little, sometimes life gives you a little karmic justice, and I like that a lot. So he can hold that, but I actually had nothing to do with it. So, but he accused me of it, and in one of those demented posts that he posted on his community page, which if you, subscribe to Chernobyl Away, you probably see his deranged, just unhinged posts in the community page, which I'm sure Iggy and JP and whoever the fuck else were like, hey, maybe just be less like sounding like a crackhead when you're like a conspiracy crackhead when you're doing the whole community post. So in one of those, he accused me of like colluding with Patty to shut him down and silence him. It's all us to silence him, right? One of the things that Paul and I loved joking about back in the time that this was occurring was show me the evidence, show me the data exchanged between the two so we can show the world or something to that effect. So we can show everyone that they've been trying to shut me down. Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy. But he's the first one. He's there. Again, when I heard and when I watched Sava's video at Football Heritage TV, when I watched his video, he said, hey, guys, let's all get together to change Tottenham. And I was like, yeah. And he's like, who cares how long you've been doing it? Who cares? We got to put all the I was here first bandwagon stuff, put it all to the side, and let's all just get together for Tottenham. I saw a great video from Sava saying those very things. which again, he facilitates this ugly bastard in the top yellow corner. And I guess he didn't hear that video. He didn't see that part. Interesting.
There's me with the Levy out clown mask. You can.
So there's him looking like a clown, which, to be fair, doesn't need the mask, but there he is looking like a clown. And he's like, this is the evidence. This is the proof that I was here first.
The 10 protesters.
Look at that. There's 10 protesters.
Saying, no, don't get.
But don't worry, me. Oh, look, here's newspaper clippings with me in a clown mask saying, Levy out. There it is, guys. Oh, you don't believe me that I've worked at the Dallas Cowboys? Let me reach into my trunk chest and pull out all of my lanyards. Like, who does that? That's just fucking weird. But anyway, he's the first. Look at this newspaper. Look at my thumb in this newspaper, this crusty paper that I've kept around because I guess somehow this is your call to fame, that you were in some dusty ass paper, which nobody buys the paper anymore. I don't know why this is some kind of a brag, but my grandpa stopped fucking getting the paper and he's dead now. So it's weird. Crusty paper. He keeps it around. Look at me. I'm in the paper. Good. Show,
right.
You
Maz
know,
was there.
You made it, son.
Brian
You made it.
Ryan Isaacs, Ben Kaufman, Graham, and a few others whose names I won't mention because
Ben Kaufman. Oh, interesting.
they might not want me to mention their name. Right?
They might, and some other people that might not want me to mention their names. Yeah, because a lot of people don't want to be affiliated with you.
So, change for Tottenham. They turned up when Conte was here, and they're leaving them 30.
So he just kind of waffles on for a minute. I'm going to fast forward to the next part.
Lapse, stay, but change his ways. Anyway, that was a couple of years ago. Said it would. We've
there
been
he is
telling the whole
again.
world for years this would happen. And change for Tottenham.
He had to flash a little
and
clown
recently they
thing
caught
again.
the headlines because they made good.
So a great banner, which I agree. 24 years, 16 managers, 1 trophy. It is time for change. Something's got to change, my love. And notice, if you see the chat there on the right side, underneath my screen or my camera, you'll see, oh, look, Ghosted and Sean Brown. Those names look weirdly familiar. Oh, like they were part of the spammers? Oh, look, here's my part in the... Because the chat started going crazy. So I was here about 10 minutes into the show, I guess, when it started. Let me see. Let's see if I can thumb around and find my actual name. Oh, look, there's Queen Ellie again saying, say what change for Tottenham stand for, Bill. Not once have you clarified what change for Tottenham means. It's weird script that leader's handing out. There it is. There's my comment. Weird cultist spamming chat. Because I'm sitting there just listening. I look over to the chat to see what they're saying. Holding my sweet baby girl. Beautiful, beautiful baby girl. And just see all the spam. So I one-handed type weird cultist spamming chat. It sounds kind of caveman-ish. So I say that. And there's Sue Smith, who I took a screenshot of one of the things that she said to, where is it? Something about smacking Sean in the face. She would love to smack Sean in the face is what it is. Let me see where it is. Where is that? Sean's smug face needs slapping is something she says in the Tottenham away chat at some point. And I thought that was a good one. So the people from Chernobyl sound quite angry. Ryman's son says, I love how Jacob is fighting everyone in the chat. It's admirable. Well, someone's got to do it. Ain't that right? And I guess it's got to be me. Those other screenshots, we'll save those for later. But anyway, so there's Sue Smith in his chat. In Last Word on Spurs, Tottenham away wanted to work with you guys for change and good at the club. Why have you let them down? Perfectly fair question. That's like less unhinged than all the cultists being like, shame on you, Sean Butler, blah, blah. Whatever John George was saying, that fucking double knee pad merchant. But yeah, so that was nice of her. But I guess later her mood changed and she said to Sean's smug face needs a slapping, which, you know, it's like when you're around Chernobyl, your radiation levels are elevated almost, right, Sue? Because here you're talking like a normal human. Hey, Tottenham away was trying to work with you. Excuse me, Chernobyl away was trying to work with you. and for the good of the club, why did you let them down? Perfectly good question, worded like an adult. But later, you know, in Tottenham away chat, she's talking about slapping Sean. It's just weird how when you're in the poo-poo, you suddenly start to smell like poo-poo. But let's keep going. Where's my time cue? 8:42. There we go.
And as the biggest Levy Out Enoch Out channel from
Well, there you go. Just quick stroke of the ego, gentlemen. As the biggest, largest, the most succulent Levy Out channel, you beautiful cult members, you're doing the right thing, guys.
day one, and still to this day, we reached out to them and said, guys, can you please come on the show? Tell us about your group. Tell us what your plans are, or what to them, and we'll get everyone on board. Test for change. Got them on tour, and other women to go live because, you know. And we said, look, just
all right. So he's just kind of waffling on about his conspiracy theory. Where's my next time cue? Because I'm not trying to listen to this motherfucker too much.
Jay agreed to it. It was
okay. So basically, that's where it was. Jay agreed to it. A guy from Change for Tottenham, Jay agreed to go on their channel, which cool. And he bailed on you. Fine. He pulls up screenshots and says, oh, look, here's where he said, I'll be there. And then he just never shows up. And then they get an email from Change for Tottenham that says, hey, this conflicts with something else. We're not going to be able to appear on your show. Something like that. But we look forward to like conversing or whatever. And so he takes that email and he says, see, they're out to get me, guys. They're trying to take me down. They don't want to work with me. It's because... well, you know, let's hear it straight from the fucking horse's ass, shall we?
All week I've been talking to Brian Daigle about this as well. Today I messaged Jay. I said, Jay,
okay, so there's the aforementioned screenshots. 1930.
They called all the protesters.
I think I had some other time cues in here that I wanted to show, like, hey, look at the lovely comments that they're pulling up. And it was just really not fun comments. Just kind of like hate speech, abusive, if you will.
They labeled all of us as bad people because 4 random drunk people turned up and called.
They labeled them as bad people. Well, I label Stell as bad people. I don't know the dude at the bottom, whoever the fuck that is. I know JP from my time working on the previous Tottenham away channel that got shut down. Where was I? Yeah, so I mean, I don't know JP that well, really. Like, you know, I probably knew him as well as I know Ellie, and we know how that worked out. So I can't really speak to it, but I know Stell pretty well, and he's a piece of shit. So yeah, they probably did label you as a piece of shit, which makes sense. So let's go 1930.
Saying to me, no, it's all cool. It's not cool. And you know what?
So he just, you know, kind of goes on and on about this guy standing him up at the altar and how upsetting it is.
Didn't listen to my instinct. I know what last word on Spurs are like. I've been calling it out for years. What they're doing now is they're following everything that we have been. Saying everything that we've been saying. They're now jumping on the bandwagon.
Oh, there's that word, bandwagon. The thing that Sava was like, hey guys, let's not do this so we can change Tottenham. They're jumping on my bandwagon, y'all, because my leave you out so big.
And other platforms are trying to do the same.
More people are everyone's trying to jump on my bandwagon. Not just last word on Spurs. Everybody clap your hands. Psh, 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 psh. Everybody's jumping on this guy's bandwagon, which is probably the most that this dude's had anything jump on, to be fair.
It's the topical thing at the moment, isn't it?
Oh, there's JP.
It's what everyone's talking about.
There he is. Love the 2 cents there. Thanks, JP. Let's skip ahead. 2114.
So it's the
right.
So these two dudes start talking. Like I said, I don't really know them, so I'm not going to name and shame them. I mean, I can name JP, but he doesn't really say much.
We've not heard from that Jay. I think.
And I have this playback speed up, and I can't lie, I'm getting bored listening to JP.
Personally, maybe I'm too nice.
I don't want any collaboration.
Okay, there we go.
Listen, whatever Jay and Nos and Change for Tottenham say now, I'm not interested. I don't want any collaboration.
Let me go ahead and just, my Wi-Fi cutting out. Oh, they're trying to shut me down. They're silencing the truth speakers. They're silencing the truth speakers. Am I still live? I think we're still live. Jacob, you should stop propagating this divide. Hey, Lookman, you should stop. You should stop, just telling me what to do. How about that? Again, one of these guys that, yeah, I am in the cold apparently. Apparently. I didn't think you were, but apparently. Big up for the super chat. No, it canagism. Again, look, you're the sponsor of these name and shame game. Sad Sack crew out. Get him out. Save the teddy bear. Keep fighting the good fight. Read between the lines. Hey, someone's got to fight the fight. You know what I mean? Someone's got to call these people out. Someone's got to call these people out. Am I still live? I see the chat loading in. Yeah, he is. Mm-hmm. Do they still use newspapers to wrap their fish in? Probably. Wow, I've been calling. But bro, Stell went to the Landmark Forum. He's all. Bro, they're really trying to shut me down, huh? This Wi-Fi bugging out right now. What's going on here? I might need to go adjust my router. Yeah, he went to the Landmark Forum. So all the bad stuff he did was his inauthentic self. Again, if you don't know what the Landmark Forum is, that is a cult, an actual, real cult. So Google Landmark Forum. Stell is gone. Colin was telling me that Scott went. And that's funny. Two of the biggest propagators of fucking bullshit and hate and negativity and Chernobyl vibes. You're telling me those two people went to an actual cult, paid money, went to a retreat, and did the cult thing there? So they learned, like, well, this is what it looks like. A pyramid scheme cult where you just pay to reach higher up the pyramid. That's nice. And if you don't believe me, I can fucking show you the text from Stell that he sent to me saying, oh, this was in June of last year. Oh, guys, I apologize for all the things that I've done. But it wasn't me. It was my inauthentic self. The Landmark Forum has shown me that. P.S. It's not a cult. It's most definitely not a cult. Remember, guys, but if you Google it, what does everyone else say about it? That's not in it. They say it is a cult. It's funny. That's funny. Hey, Mr. K's in the house. Big up Mr. K, man. Hope you're blessed, bro. Good to see you. Long time no see. Long time. And interesting that you show up here during this. Big up Mr. K, man. Hope life's blessed. See why, Brian. Big up Jacob. Stell wouldn't bust a grape in a fruit fight. I got my money on the grape. About the same size. But anyway, cutting in and out. There we go. Cutting in and out. Mountain Bush, man. There you go. Phil, Phil, the reason why I've lumped you in with Ellie and the Chernobyl FC cults is because you did the same shit that all these other cultists went and did over here. Last one on Spurs, so shame on you. Again, another person that I didn't like, Ellie, that I had no idea, I thought y'all were strong enough to resist the Chernobyl radiation, but alas, you spend enough time around it and it becomes a part of you. Hello, Danny. Hi, Danny. Hi, Danny. Taught anonymous. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Well, that is a Rick James quote, I believe, from Dave Chappelle's show. So let's carry on here. And let's see what beautiful things he has to say about his big old bandwagon that everyone wants a little piece of. Oh, wait. Wrong tab.
The protest because it's my freedom and right as a fan to be there. And I will protest my way with my banners. And if people don't like it, then they've got a choice. Either don't be near me or they're going to have words.
Oh, wait, what'd you say? Don't be near me or we're going to have words. Which again, like I said, people who want to have words with him, who he talks a big talk to, have walked up to him and he walks away. But he's talking about, let's have words, change for Tottenham. You can't stand next to me, change for Tottenham. We're going to have words. Weird. Look how big my chest is. Those little tiny birds that they puff up their chest and look at me. Those are the vibes this is giving me. Just small man syndrome.
The thing is, you can see from what.
So he drops the bomb, and everyone's like,
or they're going to have. And if people don't like it, then they've got a choice. Either don't be near me.
Oh, wait. Let me back that up.
My freedom and right as a fan to be there, and I will protest my way with my banners. And
okay, so that's the part that I've skipped over. My bad. I'm going to protest my way. Mine. Me. My bandwagon. I wish I had a counter for how many I, me, I, me, me. Oh, me. Okay, so this whole thing's about us. It's about we. It's about changing Tottenham for the good. But when you send me an email I don't like, me, I, wah, me, I, mine. Biggest. Everyone wants a piece of my bandwagon. Okay, buddy.
And if people don't like it, then they've got a choice.
If you don't like it, you got a choice.
Either don't be near me, or they're going to have words.
Don't be near.
The thing is, you
color
can see
me shocked that this guy said, you either get in line with me or don't be near me or we're going to have words. That sounds like a cult. Do not be against me or else don't be near me. What the fuck is that? What the fuck are we doing, dude? This guy needs help, like clinical, professional doctor help. For like bro, seek therapy, not Landmark Forum, you weird cult member. I mean, he's a cult member, but a leader of the cult of misery, you know, the one at Chernobyl away.
I think they're just as disappointed. They haven't.
I'm not going to listen to this guy.
Right. Last word on Spurs.
Okay.
Go and put that in the comments over that. And put that in the comment app, right?
Help on and their support from.
Here's the other time code right here. So this is where he initiates. Hey, everyone. Ring the alarm. Cult members. Ding, ding, ding. Dinner bell. Call the pig home for dinner. Because guess what? It's time to go fucking spam the town with our newsletter. This weird cult, I'm telling you, bro. And this is the guy who parades around saying Ainge dick riders, Ainge sexuals. He called Ainge cult members. Like, he is a propagator of so much vile abuse to people. And then he's like, all right, guys, ding, ding, ding. Let's go. It's time to rally the troops.
Guys, listen.
Us as individuals.
I'm putting a comment in the chat, right? Right now. Change for Tottenham. Shame on you. Copy and paste and...
I'm putting in the chat right now, everyone, your instructions. So take the script, take your instructions, and run, kiddies, run. And all these little goblin cocksuckers, bro. All these little goblins. So this is 9.5 minutes in, and they've been spamming exactly what Daddy told them to spam. I'll skip ahead. An arbitrary amount. Who knows how much it is? Ricky, answer the super chat. The aforementioned super chat. Oh, Tottenham away. Wang. They're wang. So we'll go... Oh, here we go. Here's where I'm getting involved in the chat. Because, again, Ryman's son, who's been in my chat a few times. I don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. Could be a cult member. I don't know. Oh, there's Queen Ellie saying, Jacob, don't you dare call me a troll. I have the right to support something I think is disgraceful, okay? And because I said, imagine spending your free time doing another man's dirty laundry. Shame. Shame. And then I'm calling out Swanex as well here. Y'all coming off as a cult of incels. That was just kind of a spur of the moment insult that I wanted to throw around. But I thought about it more and I'm like, really, it's just a cult of misery. Because they're all just, he didn't want me to be a part of it, so don't you dare try and be a part of me. And if you want to be a part of them, don't be a part of me. That reminds me of when he blacklisted me to the little Tottenham fans that I knew when I first started YouTube. Because why? I didn't fall in line with the short man. I didn't look down and say, yes, sir, I will do what you say down there, you little smurf. No, because I fucking have my own opinion. Then you want to because again, habitual behavior will show you people's character. When a guy is always doing you're either a part of this or you're my enemy. Like, not everyone's your enemy. Not everyone's out to get you. The world is not as crazy as movies and TV shows and crackheads want you to think, or Chernobyl want you to think. All right. Anyway, I digress. And I agree with this comment right here. Ashmatic rocks. Yes, he does. So he's basically going, no, you're not allowed. No, don't be with them or you're not with me or we're going to have words.
And put that in the comments for
So copy and paste the message. Oh,
comments over that. Change. I'm putting a comment in the chat right now. Change for Tottenham. Shame on you. Copy and paste and put that in the comments for last word on Spurs. Go and put that in the comments over that. Change for Tottenham. Shame on you. Because they talk about unity. They talk about us coming together. Who was the person that did a video for?
So he's like, they're talking about unity but they're talking about unity and the unity. What fucking unity with bitches like Stell in it? Ain't no unity. It's all about him. Because as we've seen in the first 23 minutes of his me, I, me, mine, like those little seagulls in Finding Nemo. Mine. I did it. My bandwagon, mine. Who did it? They talk about unity. Me, I made a video. And he's going to go on to mention, I made a video first about we should all come together. And it's like, I don't know, because I don't subscribe to Chernobyl Away. I don't go to Chernobyl on a vacation like some fucking people do. And so I don't know who did it first, technically. Someone in the chat might know. I just know Sava did a video. It's the first I heard of it because, Sava is a football guy who's like, is not fucking unhinged like this.
4 weeks ago saying nothing will change unless all the YouTubers come together. Ricky Sachs, Chris Cowlin. Who did the video? It was me. I put that video out. And as soon as I did it, suddenly Ricky Sachs like, shit, I better do something. Chris Cowlin. Unless all the...
Who did it? Me. Who thought of it? I. Who's the greatest? Me. Everyone. Me. This fucking dude seeking validation from Swan X, James Cook, Perky, Soulboy, Levia. Bruh. Y'all need help. You need to get away from Chernobyl and you need to deradiate yourself. Because I made a video. I was the first to do it, guys.
All the YouTubers come together. Ricky Sachs.
So he's saying, I made this video and now Ricky Sachs and everyone's going to jump on board because of me.
Chris Cowlin. Who did the video? It was me. I put that video out. And as soon as I did it, suddenly Ricky Sachs like, shit, I better.
As soon as I did it, then someone, bro, is so desperate to be relevant. It is sad. But it's not sad because he's a bitch. But if it was anyone else in the world, even if I didn't like him, I would say it's sad because I hope better for you. But I technically don't hope better for this little bitch, personally.
I better do something. Chris Cowlin, shit, I better talk about the protest. They also...
Oh, yeah, Chris Cowlin subscribes to Chernobyl Away. I'm sure of it. And he's just licking his chops every time you go live. I'm sure of it. That dude don't give a fuck about Chernobyl Away. That motherfucker's like 200,000 subscribers. You think he give a fuck what this dude in this yellow ass room got to say? No.
They all
but I did it.
Because I called them all out and said,
I called them all out. Every time I unpause it, me. All right, bro.
Do anything about it. You moan about you moan about the wages, you moan about recruitment. All you do is moan. None of you take any action.
Bro, all I've heard is moan. This fucking entire bullshit radiation exposure we're all doing here.
The only ones that took action were this channel, Tottenham on Tour, and the original protesters who've been doing it 10 years, way before us YouTubers got on board. All the rest of you are just a bunch of moaners with no backbone. And as soon as I called it out...
It's funny. When the kettle calls the other kettle black or whatever. It's crazy, huh? It's crazy, huh? I just tabbed over to the chat because there's a lot of chat. Big up. Danny Kiriakou, hello. It's almost as though... Hey, Sean's here. Look at that. Look at what we're doing here. Little shame and a little name. We're getting the big names in here, big guns. Which, Sean, you may not have seen it earlier, but I gave y'all some props to be able to deal with this with the class, something this channel knows nothing about, class and poise and, general. Oh, look, I missed these. Sorry. Big up Futility, 1912. What's a big one? Australian 79.99. Hey, Jacob, sending this after having surgery today. Keep your content. Your content kept me distracted from getting too nervous. P.S. Screw these Spurs arch frenemies. Big up Futility. I agree with every word you said, and glad to know. Well, I don't know what surgery you had. You don't have to disclose that, but I want to say, first of all, I'm glad you're okay. And I'm glad that the content's kept you distracted. That's kind of the whole point of me doing the YouTube shit. It's not so you say, me, I'm right. Jacob got it right. Me. It's so we can have a laugh, talk about what's pissing us off, what's annoying us, what we love, what we don't. You know, shout out Tottenham. We have a good time here. It's about, I always say, life is hard enough. Why would I want you to tune into this channel and make it harder? Well, technically, I guess this series is making it harder for some because we get the eye out and we watch and we keep note and we say, I'm going to name and shame you, motherfucker. Hello, I see you through your little camera, mate. I'm watching you. So big up Futility. Glad you've enjoyed the content. Chang, big up Chang. Where do I stand with you on this front, Mr. Walraven? We're friends. We're good. I don't know. Are you in the cult? You tell me. Because if you are, then maybe I don't know you as well as I thought. But I mean, you've always been very good to me, Mr. Chang. And I've always gotten nothing but good vibes from you. I've never once thought you've been exposed to the radiation. I never once thought you've been hanging out at Chernobyl a little bit too long. Exposing yourself. Interesting. It's real interesting. Sorry, I get distracted by the chat here. There's a bunch of chat. I'm missing it all. Because I'm trying to not be distracted. Trying to not be distracted here. Confused where this Chernobyl stuff come from. This is the channel. This is Chernobyl right here. This channel right here. I don't want to even name their name because fuck them. That's how I feel about it. But I'm going to say this is Chernobyl away. And if you hang around Chernobyl away too long, your radiation levels go up. And then you start looking and acting like a weirdo. And I've seen it a lot. Like who I mentioned, Phil Coy's in the chat earlier. Ellie. Couple people, I was like, damn, I didn't think that was you. But you know, no one's perfect. We're all human at the end of the day. So, you know, it's not, again, if anyone's offended, there's 140 people here right now. If anyone is offended, y'all all got my number. Everybody I'm talking about or have talked about in episode 1, Brian Daigle, he called me today. Ben Kaufman, we talked today about it. So again, if you feel some type of way about me naming and shaming you, first of all, I'm watching you. All right? So if you don't want to be named and shamed, don't say shameful shit. But sometimes a poo-poo is going to be just that, a poo-poo. And so we got to call it out. You know what I mean? Let me see if I can get my camera to focus here because the camera was too focused on this. Come on, camera. Don't fail me now. There we go. There we go. All right. Got my eye. Let's see. Where was I?
Get out. Bang. By the way, I can see what you're doing in their chat. Pummel it. Send the message.
Oh, guys, you're doing great. I see all the cars at Town Center covered in our bullshit graffiti. Lovely, guys. The cult's doing well. All you cult members are doing exactly as I said, perfectly. Good job, you guys. We're doing it. So, again, this is longer than, so the part here in Last Word on Spurs, this is 25 minutes in and they're still spamming, they're still going crazy, but it's dissipating a little bit because, you know, they want to tune in to see what Daddy says. Does Daddy have more instructions for me? And then they're like, but let's go back over here and just spam. But what does Daddy tell me? Oh, Daddy, am I doing good? Thank you, Daddy, I'm doing good. And then they say, ooh, yeah. But it's not a cult, guys. It's just a landmark forum. It's just a landmark, but it's not a cult. Definitely not a cult. Just Google landmark forum. This dude goes to landmark forum. How more clear can it be? Anyway, let's continue.
Good. This is the
good job, guys. You're doing a good job.
This message has to be said because they talk about unity. Where's the unity, man?
Where is the unity? Oh, I don't know. It's almost like there's a fucking big pile of shit right in the middle of Road to Unity. And that big pile of shit is this little tiny man named Stelios.
We tried. We reached out to change the
I did it,
messaged Ricky
guys.
Sachs, and I said, Ricky, put the differences. Someone got Marlon.
Oh, wait. Okay, so this is where he waffles about some shit. Where's my other cue? 22:50 to 24:20. Okay, we passed that. So then 28:30. That's the last time code I had, but that's not it. Don't worry. Wait, 28:20. Was that my next cue? 28:30.
And all come together and unite on this protest.
Yeah.
This is a massive chance.
Let's do that, right? But then, if we're not doing it my way, no. If you're not doing it how I say, no. Let's all unite. But no, if you don't want to do it my way. Okay, sounds like a cult.
To send a message. But no, we're playing politics again. Because, oh, we can't go on Tottenham away because Bobby, Johnny, Katie, Susan, Maria, Katie, Andrew, they don't like Stelios because his opinions, they can't handle it. So,
oh, that's why people don't like him? Because they can't handle his opinions. And it's funny because that's also something that his cult members will go say on Paul's videos. They'll go say it. Let's see. His video keep popping. Let's refresh because, his video keep popping. But he was cooking today. Look at that, 193 likes. Bro's almost got as many likes as them over at Chernobyl away on his fucking 9-minute video. Shout out, Paul, man. Sort by newest first. Spurs fan channels rarely talk about football anymore. Shout out Dirty Sanchez, you're right. Because why do we want to talk about the Spurs right now? Huh? Good old Toxic away. That's a good one. Where is it? Hey, we're getting close because I remember these. Stell is the man. That's nice. That's good. That's a good one. Where is it? Where is it? Does anybody other than this? Stephen Hayes was cooking. Big up Stephen Hayes. Oh, here we go. This guy. Misowski. He says to Paul, sad, pathetic video from someone claiming to be a hippie. He is a hippie. It doesn't matter your opinion. Says, you're trying to portray yourself as someone who has the club's best interest at heart and as someone who stands on a moral high ground. Yet vast majority of the content you put out is slandering other content creators, lies, and delusion about the state of Spurs. He just doesn't accept that folks have the right to be critical of the manager. So I think that they're so dumb that they genuinely think it's because of their shit opinions that people don't like them. No, it's because, Stell, remember that one time on Twitter, there was a girl, I don't even want to name her name because, she probably wants to be removed from all this shit because like a lot of girls in the Tottenham Hotspur online area, they get a whiff of Stell and then they don't want anything to do, with the community, and I assume that's also like his love life. They get a smell of that motherfucker, and they're like, no, thank you. But it's interesting because there was a girl on Twitter, and this was pretty popular at the time. It was like semi-viral for Tottenham news in a sense, where he made a fake account on Twitter and just changed her name and was fat shaming her. Fat, and she wasn't even fat. She was not American average, because that's kind of big. She wasn't even big though. It's crazy because she wasn't even like a fat chick. And which, hey, who cares how big or small you are, baby? As long as you're a good person, you can still get some cushion for the pushing. But my point is, which he would know nothing about. But my point is, he made this fake account. He tried to say, that's not me. That's not my fake account. And this girl or whoever, her friends, they attempt to log in as Tottenham away. Or as I think it was his youth team business phone number. That was the recovery phone number for this sock account that was abusing this woman. And the last thing I remember seeing from him was like talking shit about her newborn baby. That's how disgusting this guy is. He talks shit about my disabled son. I have the audio clip loaded and ready to play. And I'll be honest, I haven't really decided if I want to play it yet or not, but I might, because again, This is why I'm disappointed with Ellie, and shame on Ellie, because she want to talk to me a certain way and then talk about Stella a certain way to me. And then, but she at Chernobyl, she smells the radiation. It's interesting. I call it out, bro. I ain't gonna fucking allow none of this hypocritical bullshit no more. But again, it's my opinion that they don't like, guys. It's my opinion. It's not your opinion. It's you. There's plenty of people who hold the same opinion as you, and I think they're great people. There's plenty. I'm fine with Levy out. I'm fine with change for Tottenham. Something's got to change, and I'm fine with however we want to go about it. That's how I see it. If there was a protest that was about changing for Tottenham, I'd probably be there. If I knew he was there, I'd want to get there very early just so I could look at his face and smile. Well, I mean, I'd have to crouch down, maybe get on my knees to be eye level. Well, maybe we get Stella's step stool, and then he can like step up, and then maybe we can look at each other in the eye, and that'd be a great old time. So looking forward to whenever I get to the UK. That'll be good interaction. Maybe I'll go live whenever I think I might run into him, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, so this guy, me, mine, you're on my bandwagon. It's because I made a video. They all want to be a part of it now. It's really not true. Because I think Sava has more pull. I think Ricky Sachs has more pull. Chris Callan sure as fuck has more pull. And again, if you don't believe me, you can look at the numbers. Just look at the numbers. Dude has over 10,000 more subscribers than Last Word on Spurs, but less than a fourth of the monthly views. Something stinky. Anyway, who gives a fuck about the numbers? My point is, this dude sounds mighty jealous that this movement is bigger than him, that a larger group can take control of this and do something with it. But he's poising it as they're afraid of my opinion. They don't want to work with me because of my opinion. No, it's because you shame me for my disabled child. Yes, you shamed me for my disabled child. You shame a woman about her weight. You shame her child who was just born. He also made another Twitter account y'all might know of. His name was Machiavelli, talking about what's the dude's name? Pankhurst? Craig Pankhurst, I think that's his name. He posts pictures with his family and stuff. One of his daughters is a young girl. Machiavelli's commenting really inappropriate things on these comments. Well, it's interesting. It's just interesting. Again, I see things, I call it out. I see it, I call it. It's that fucking simple. All right? And again, no one's safe. So if a guy who takes the piss out of my disabled son, the guy who fat shames a woman, baby shames a woman, doxes a woman, the same woman, bro, doxed, fat shamed, all this shit. Oh, but they don't want to work with me over there. They don't want to work with me over there. You want to know why? Because they don't like my opinion. No, they don't like you, you ugly bitch. They don't.
So to keep them happy, just stay away, just tow them along. What are we doing, man? Like, do you know what, guys, I don't want to sound arrogant. We've been right for the last 6 years, you know that. We've been back.
Guys, I don't want to sound arrogant, but I'm about to. All right? I'm always right. Remember that? I'm always right. Oh shit, we got some super chats. I am Donna. Do you wanna? Mr. Jacob, why are people fighting before Valentine's? Cause there ain't no love in the city of Gotham, baby. There ain't no love in the city of Gotham. But it's time for Gotham to burn. So again, there's 145 of you here. If y'all didn't hear me at the beginning, I'm gonna say it again. All right? If anyone who thinks this is a bad idea, there's people who said, I don't like that you called out Brian Daigle in episode 1. I don't like that you called out Ben Kaufman in episode 1. But yet today I had conversations with them and they both squared it away. Huh. Interesting. I mean, I don't expect that with Chernobyl because it is, again, just remember the elephant's foot at Chernobyl, it's immovable. So I would never expect that sneaky little smelly bitch to, change his ways. He'd probably do the act, Hey guys, Landmark Forum told me that it wasn't me. Landmark Forum, I paid them a lot of money and they told me it wasn't my fault. How about that? Very nice observation of absolving, very good absolving of your crimes. Officer, I wasn't drunk driving and running over pedestrians. That was my inauthentic self. Landmark Forum told me that, baby. Landmark Forum. Anyway, Paul McWilliam. We all know these frustrated junior coaches who think they do better than the pros. Stell is full on steroid type. I would just say he's got little man syndrome, but unfortunately, unlike Napoleon, he's doing nothing. Danny Kiriakou, big up. Just sending some love. Never fail to make me smile, Jacob. Something I need more of these days. Life's too short, too crazy for negativity. Big up, Danny Kiriakou. Sending love right back at you, brother. Hopefully you're too blessed to be stressed out there in the beautiful town of Amsterdam or wherever you're at over there in the Netherlands. Much love, bro. You always make me smile. When I see your name, I get a little giddy inside, like a child looking at Christmas presents under a Christmas tree. Paul McWilliam again, double time. Stell is the stereotypical juniors coach who desperately wants to be a senior team manager. Yes, I agree, but just doesn't have any credibility or ability. I'm going to add to that, or humility, or objectivity of himself, or self-reflection, anything like that, because he'll just pay Landmark for him to absolve him of all of it. How about that? That's nice. Jimbo. Big up, Jimbo. Morning, Jacob. Hope you and the family are well. Good morning, Jimbo. Hope you were too blessed to be stressed as well. Sean Hurl, increased joy, back team, not the business. Big up, Sean Hurl. Thank you for the dono, my friend. We're doing our thing. We are doing our thing. Doing our thing. Yeah, yeah. Nobody likes your pro Ainge views, mate. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. You don't have to. I don't want to sound arrogant, guys, but I'm always right. I don't want to sound arrogant, guys, but it's all about me. I don't want to sound arrogant, but everyone wants on my bandwagon. I don't want to sound arrogant, but I'm the first one to make a video about this that then everyone wanted to be a part of it. I'm the one that started this. I was here first. All the things that Sava says, hey, let's not do that, falls on deaf ears. Maybe it's just too far down, like geographically speaking, or like distance wise. Maybe that's why he doesn't hear people. I don't know. Anyway, I don't mean to sound arrogant, you guys, but here we go.
We've been bang on the money for the last 6 years.
We've been bang on the money
because we applied common sense, factual evidence, and we were just honest, man. We were just honest, and people hated us for it. You don't support.
No, that's not why they hate you. Trust me.
Tottenham, go support another club. You lot are toxic because...
Well, he actually did support another club. When they played Tottenham last year, it was Man City. If you forgot, he is doing this, oh, go support another club. But he did. He was City till July. I think he even changed his logo. This guy is as phony as they come. But because he learned how to talk to people at the Landmark Forum, he's got a bunch of motherfuckers fooled. But you ain't fooling me. You ain't fooling a lot of people. There's a lot of people who see straight through this weird bullshit, who don't fucking pay money for people to say, hey, you're a part of something now. Welcome. Drink the Kool-Aid. Weird.
Because 4 drunken people called Leave Your Cancer. So all of you are scum. You guys, you never get behind the team. And now look where everyone's at. They've had enough. But, you know, I got called every name under the sun on Twitter.
Oh, this is where he goes on to say, I didn't do any of this stuff. Look what they labeled me, guys. All the things that you actually did. It's interesting. Let's listen.
90% of the stories about me are fake. They're lies. They're absolute crock of shit.
Wait, how much percent?
I was a diehard Leave You Out fan.
Did he say 100% or 50%? What did he say? Let's see.
They're lies. Every name under the sun on Twitter. 90% of the stories about me are fake.
Okay, 90%. There we go. 90% of the stories about me are fake. There's a little bit of, hey, some of them might be right, which I think the percentage isn't 90-10, maybe 70-30. And the 30% that is just shit they can't prove yet. But I'm sure if the feds went and did what he did, which is show me the evidence. If the feds hack this man's hard drive, who knows? It might be 100% all true. But right now he's under the under the notion, the misconception that 90% of what is said about him is lies. Again, I don't think it's 90% lies, 10% truth. I'd say maybe 70% true, 30% lies. Because, or just unprovable at this point. Like I said, let's see the evidence, shall we?
They're lies. They're absolute crock of shit. Because I was a diehard Levy Out fan.
Oh, so everyone's lying because you're a diehard Levy fan.
And I called out all the channels. I called out the online accounts. I said, none of you call out Levy. None of you call out Enoch. You all
because I did it. Okay, this is getting repetitive. Me.
Turned against Pochettino. You all turned against Mourinho. Never once turned against the owners. Oh, a rapist, a misogynist.
Oh, there we go. There's
called them all out, and they all hated me. Ever once turned against the owners. What kind of a fan base are you? And I called them all out, and they all hated me.
So he called them all out on Twitter, and he says they all hated me. And then I'm assuming this is when he proceeds to, like I said, dox a woman, fat shame a woman, make fake accounts, and clown on and say really, really weird shit to a dude's daughter, under 15-year-old daughter. What else? Oh, so he doxed her, he fat shamed her, he baby shamed her. It's crazy. It's crazy. But they don't like me because my opinions, y'all. Okay.
Hated me. So I became a pedophile, a rapist, a misogynist, a fraudster.
So a pedophile, rapist. Wait, what did he say?
I called them all out, and they all hated me. So I became a pedophile,
a pedophile, rapist. I don't know these things to be true. As far as I'm concerned, purely probably part of that 30% that I mentioned.
A misogynist.
A rapist. Misogynist. So again, misogynist, yeah, I would say what is misogynist? Where you're like shitty to women and you think you're superior because you're a man? I'm gonna say that's part of the true percentage. Because like I said, it was a woman who he doxed. It was a woman who he fat shamed. It was a woman who he baby shamed. That to me sounds like we're starting to dabble into some truth here. The first things I'm going to put in the 30% that says, yeah, that probably wasn't true, because it's, who knows, but it's unprovable at this point. I don't know. So I'm not going to act like I do know. I don't lie on people. I only say what I know to be true. So when we start saying, they're saying I'm a misogynist. Yeah, that's actually true. So I'm going to go and say, yeah, let's put that one in the category of true. The first ones, we'll put them in the 30% of not true / unprovable.
A fraudster, a con man.
A fraudster, a con man. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. Landmark for him. Simple. The way he runs his businesses, the way he treats people around said businesses. You know, the way that Ellie told me how he was mistreating her, but yet when he comes ringing the dinner bell, there she is. What do you want me to say, Stell? Oh, I want you to say, shame on you, Tottenham change. You ran from Tottenham away. And there they go. So I would say fraudster, con man. Yeah, those are bang on the money. Misogynist, bang on the money. What else?
Man, I hate disabled people.
I hate disabled people. I'm going to say fucking yes, 120% yes. Because again, like I said in a video before where I called out this piece of shit, I said, when him and I worked together on his channel, Tottenham Away, the original one, he would use a certain word that I took offense to, because like I said, my son's disabled. So I don't like when people say the word tard, you know, the one with the R, E, tard. I don't like that word. I take offense to that word. It's ableist, and it puts down people in and around the spaces of kids with disabilities. So he's trying to say that all these things are just not true. But the first couple, not true / unprovable, and then the whole list afterwards is true. Because I told him, this is when I was making him money, and we were quote unquote friends in the quote unquote, you know, we're quote unquote friends in the quote unquote community. There's no community. Don't let them lie. There's no community. There's no Astoria or whatever the fuck promised land they try and tell you. It's not real. But I say, hey man, from friend to friend, could you just not use that word around me? I don't care if you use it in your day-to-day life. I don't care about any of that. But hey, just please don't use that around me. And you know what? Yeah, Jacob, you misrepresent the facts. Blake, you're full of shit. But continue. Continue sipping the Kool-Aid. I say, hey, just stop using that word around me. I don't like it. And I'll be honest, I've had to say this to a lot of people because that word is a word when I grew up was very common, along with homophobic slurs. Those were all very common in typical like youth conversations, like just talking shit to each other. So I get it. Cannot say that in my life I never used any of the words that now upset me. That's not true. That would be a lie, right? But when a friend, quote unquote, if you're just listening, air quotes, when a friend says, hey, can you not do this? That offends me. He is the only, well, there's actually one other dude who's a racist Trumper from Mississippi here in the States who I went to high school with. He's a piece of shit. So that guy and Stell were the only two people ever to push back and say, no, I like using this word. And I say, it's ableist. It puts down disabled people. And he's like, well, I don't care about that, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So, but now he's trying to say it's a lie that he doesn't like disabled people. But that is a lie. You clearly don't give a fuck about using ableist language that could hurt people in that community. It's interesting.
I hate disabled kids.
I hate disabled kids. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You do hate disabled kids. But he tries to say it's not true. But he sends me a voice note like this.
Right, Jacob, that is why your son is a retard like you are. Once a retard, always a retard.
Huh. So I tell him that word's offensive, so he doubles down when we have a falling out and we're beefing. And then he goes, yeah, that's why your son is that word that you don't like, because you are that word that you don't like. Once that word that you don't like, always that word that you don't like. So before he tries to say that that's fake or anything, because I don't actually, like I said, I've broken my phone a few times. I've had WhatsApp issues, but I've saved that back in the day. When he sent that, I saved it, I blocked it, I put it on a hard drive, and I said, I'm gonna need this one day, I think. And boy, was I right. Because when someone wants to give it, go, boy, you're gonna have to take it. And you take the piss out of my kid to hurt me? Okay, noted. No more shit talking back and forth. Let's get to it. You misrepresent the facts. Suck my facts. Weirdos in the chat. Actually, the chat's going crazy right now. So, there you go. There you go. See, sounds like AI. Why does it sound like a robot? Why don't you ask Ellie? Why don't you ask Ellie? Most obvious AI. Okay. Ask Ellie then. Because Ellie said that he confided to her that he felt guilty about saying that thing to me. That he regretted it, but he wouldn't say it to me. But that's what he said to him. Or, excuse me, that's what he said to her. Also, if you think it's AI, ask Nick Collison, ask Iggy, two people I showed it to. So, suck it. You weird cultist in the chat. Weird cultist in the chat. Feel free, Colin, to ban those fucking cult members because it is weird. Yeah. Oh, here you go. Big up VCats. No AI. Stell actually admitted it on a video on his channel. Oh yeah, the one where he replied to my original channel. Big up, VCats. So he admitted it to Ellie. He admitted it on his channel, but his fucking cultists refuse to believe it's true. That's how in deep they are. That's how deep this shit runs. Why aren't my comments showing up? I see your comments. Tottenham away cronies are a bunch of clowns. I agree. They want to force their toxic narrative. It's Chernobyl. It's Chernobyl away, not Tottenham away. They are not real fans. That's why it's not Tottenham away. It's Chernobyl away. They just want to be able to say, I told you so, which he's done in this whole 30 minutes and 15. It's all me. I started this, my bandwagon. They all want a piece of me. No, they don't. They don't. No, his own videos also AI. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He said that he didn't mean it. It was at a time in which he was hurting or something. Basically did the landmark for him. Like, oh, I'm going to absolve myself of ever, So he admits it. But Yuhan here is like, no, the Kool-Aid told me that it's fake. Okay. Okay. Tempest Fugit, what have I walked into? This is my new series, The Name and Shame Game. The Name and Shame Game, where I get my crystal eye and I watch and I observe and I note and then I name and I shame. It's the name of the game, you pussios. So everyone, you better be on alert. Even Colin asked me, he said, am I safe? I said, no, Colin, you're my friend, but you're not safe from the all-seeing eye. The eye sees, and we will talk about. And again, it's going to continue to come up. Shit, the town drunk will always meander out into the streets and we can just say, look at that guy. So Phil Coy's still waiting. I don't know what the fuck you're waiting for, bro. But this is Stell. Me. It's all me. It's mine. I did it. You all want to be a part of it, but don't you dare be a part of Change for Tottenham because they sent me an email I didn't like. Bro, someone like Phil or Ellie or anyone close to this guy, y'all really need to like help him. This guy needs help, clinical help, diagnosable help. This guy's not okay. But like Neil Shafton said, it's his inauthentic self. That's right. So when he sends me that big long text, hey guys, I'm in a cult, but it's not a cult, but it is a cult, but it's not. It actually is if you Google it, but you know, it is. It is. So here it is. The text from Stell. Hey, hope you're all good. For the last 25 years, I haven't been my inauthentic self. Okay. So all the bad shit I did to you doesn't count. You takesy backsies. Hee hee. Takey backy. Because it wasn't me. Haha. It's so fun, guys. You just pay money to the landmark for them, and then guess what? Nothing you did is your fault. Oh, what the fucking crock of shit. It was this inauthentic self that created the bandwagon that everyone wants.
This is the labels I got branded because I
These are the labels you got branded because you're a piece of shit, and most of them were true.
them all out for not talking about Enoch and Levy. And now they've all come to what I've been saying, and this channel has been saying for 5 years. Let's shit on them. It's unbelievable.
Well, when you look like a toilet and you look like shit, I might think to poo-poo on you as well. So why wouldn't they want to shit on you when you look like a toilet? So makes sense, personally. But hey, c'est la vie. Why does he get so much airtime on a wholesome channel like this? Because this series is about reacting to the weirdos. You abuse man's looks. It's a low blow, guys. Yuhan, you need to cleanse. You need to get away from Chernobyl. Because my friend, don't worry. If you fucked up today, because you're, likely gonna fuck up tomorrow, like we all do. But it's not too late to change, Yuhan, you weirdo. I'll talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Fuck this piece of shit who want to talk shit to me about my son. You can suck my dick. But remember, it's, they don't like me for my opinion. It's because I'm a good guy. They said all these lies about me. Like a cult. Yeah, that sounds like that shit Jim Jones said right before, the mass fucking Kool-Aid sipping bodies laying down shit. And then the ones who tried to get away, that's where y'all headed. Chernobyl FC, Chernobyl away. I'm here to help you. I'm trying to help you. Colin, don't block everyone. Just block them if they're like exhibiting those weird cult vibes. The ones like, we're like, join me. Rob Frank. Hello, Rob. 90% of YouTubers have humongous egos. Absolutely. And that's probably why they start YouTube channels. It's why I know Change for Tottenham will never work and Levy will be here as long as he wants to. Well, Rob Frank, I would say that that's not entirely true, because I think if this is the same Rob Frank, you're a mod on Savage channel. And if you know Savage channel, you know that a lot of our footballing opinions are quite polar opposites. Not all of them, but some of them. But when he says, hey, let's all do let's not do what he's doing right now, and let's all, come together, it starts something. And it did. It genuinely did. But now, because they're not playing by Stell's rules, now you're either marching with me, with what I started, or you're with them. And if you're with them, you can't stand next to me. And if you're with them, don't even look at me or we're going to have words. That's his words. He said that. I'm not making it up. It's all right here. See, here you go. Another one. Just like DJ Khaled. Another one. You're coming after Stell because he's been right. No, he hasn't. He's just and to himself. And it's, I'm actually impressed. That's pretty limber of you, Stell, to, it's pretty impressive. But anyway, they're all out to get him, guys. They're all out to get him. Just like Last Word on Spurs is. So if you thumb through this, you'll see them the entire time. So for Phil Coys, I want to see where it is that he started doing the cult member stuff as well. See, here you go. There you go. John George, again, knee pad merchant. Look at that. Pathetic, lonely boys riled up by hate. You've lost a load of support on Sunday for C4T, because look at that. 2 marks. The guy who was in here. Make your own content, guys. Make your own content, bro. He's a part of the little crony crew from the Misery cult located at Chernobyl away, where he's like, okay, daddy, I'll go do what you tell me to do and go spam some chat. But he, like Ellie, put his own flavor on it. That's nice. That's nice. I want to see. The spamming is from the cult members. That's from me. Let's see. Maybe it's further along in the show. Shall we? Because I remember seeing even Phil Coys joining in. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I didn't think Phil was a part of that. But, I've known Ellie's a part of it for a while. So I guess I could separate them two. Because today's the first I saw Phil showing radiation levels. But Ellie's shown it for a while. Because what she's done is commented on Paul's videos where he attacks people. She comments on there saying, don't do that. You shouldn't attack people. But she fucking applauds it from Stell. Okay, Ellie, shame on you. We're seeing, we're watching, we're noting. Going around, like all the people in Paul's comment section, they're like, how dare you do this? How can you go for someone when Stell does it all the time, every day? It's crazy to me. Bro, Gotham needs to burn. Look, there's Bella, a person who used to be in my chat as well. Hang around too long over at Chernobyl, guess what? You start coming in saying, change for Tottenham, faking scared. You weirdos. Y'all need to quit. Y'all need to get away from the elephant's foot. And this Jono71 is one of the guys that after I said what happened to, after I said what Stell did to me about my son, he said, good, your etard son deserves it. That's what he said. So lovely people that are a part of the cult. And one of the last things I will end on is to show you again just how lovely the people in the cult are if you just happen to be not exactly what they want you to be. But we'll save that for a little bit later, because I am trying to find this Phil Coy's part. Yeah, there's Ghosted calling me plastic. More like a channel where the plastic fans don't appear. Good one, buddy. Jacob, these law are frauds. They don't want changes for Shawn Michael. You were right. They are. Kool-Aid's, I can't see that. Kool-Aid sippers in the chat need some help, is what I said. There you go. Bring it, boy. Change for Tottenham. Shame on you. Shame on you. I don't know where it is, man. But I remember it happening. I can't remember because I was talking shit to a lot of people. Very unhealthy to have someone occupy space in your head. Weird. I didn't even see these. Jacob is rattled. It's fans like him. The reason why there you go. There's part of the script that his daddy told him to read. There's that part. It's fans like you why Tottenham haven't won anything. Okay, because I kicked the ball, you fucking idiot. Because I'm the dude doing anything other than being like, go Tottenham. Fuck you. Stupid ass motherfuckers, dog. Like, I know I'm not like the smartest. I can admit that because guess what? I have humility and I'm slightly humble. Something that fucking Stell knows zero about. Also, I would say my wife helped teach me that as well. That, you know, I'm not always going to be the smartest. So I know that. But it's fans like me who say, go Tottenham. It's my fault Tottenham haven't won a trophy. Which, who else says that? Stelios. That's right. He says that. Yeah, see, I was giving it back. Hey, Ghosted, what else your cult father teach you? Say, my daddy. Oh, my daddy. There it is. Okay, Phil Coys, you're here with the cult of incels, bro. The fall off is crazy. Where is it? Where is it? So I got to go back a little bit. Hang on.
Given towards Tottenham.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. I'm rewinding to try and. Okay.
Loyalty. There is a protest coming up.
I keep having to scroll up when I do it. So, oh, there you go. There you go. This is the message, Phil. That was like, wow, the fall off is crazy. That's why I said right here, Phil Coys, you fell off. You fell off because of this right here, radiation levels. Phil Coys, you've been exposed to radiation and you don't even know it. All caps, Billy T, go on Tottenham away now. They're live. Stell told me to tell you, but I'm not in a cult. I can't make it up, bro. You've been saying, show me, Phil. There it is. You, all caps. What did Stell tell me to do? I'm going to do it. Sheep, cult members. You've been exposed at Chernobyl too long. You've been too close to the elephant's foot, my friend. I'm here to tell you, go to Tahiti. Go to somewhere else. So, what a fraud. Oh, here you go. Here's another one. See, look how upset the cult members get when you call them out. You're a shill. You're a pathetic American cuck. You see? You see? You see? You're a sheep. You see how upset these cult members get? Don't tell me I'm in a cult. Daddy told me this is what we're doing. Yeah. Some of y'all really ain't got no father figures, huh? Stell, I'm sure half of y'all, if you met him in person, when you meet him, you'd have to do this. Look down and then say, oh, hello down there. You'd be like, leave me out. Jacob, I'm trying to get everyone together for a protest. He never told me to say shit. Well, when your message looks exactly like the previous cult members, all caps, spamming, get over to Tottenham away. Tottenham, oh, change for Tottenham, fuck you. Oh, You know, it's kind of like in The Walking Dead. Sorry, I've been watching The Walking Dead a lot lately, but it's kind of like in The Walking Dead when they cover themselves in the zombie juice and then they're walking amongst the zombies. And I'm coming up with the I ain't taking those zombies. And then Phil and Ellie, well, Ellie may be a zombie, but Phil, if you're telling me you're not a part of the cult, that he didn't tell you to say it, why are you covered in the zombie juice when you show up in the chat? go on Tottenham away. Because Stell didn't tell me to say it, but I said exactly what Stell was telling others to say. That doesn't make sense, bro. That doesn't make sense. It's crazy. Hey, big up Shoshi. Happy Valentine's Day to you and your wife. Thank you very much. It is officially Valentine's Day. You're right. You're right. But anyway, shit, I've almost been going for 2 hours. So let me show you the part that I want to end on here. Hey, big up. Jacob, no hard feelings from my side. What's wrong with trying to get people together for a protest? No hard feelings on my side either. Again, Phil, like I said, episode 1, I went in on Brian Daigle. I went in on Ben Kaufman. No hard feelings. We had conversations. We've talked. We're continuing to, Ben and I had a phone call with Brian. Again, everybody who's been mentioned in my video has my fucking number. If you have something to fucking say, you can say it on your channel and then I'll react to that, or you can text me. You can call me. I'm not afraid to talk to anybody because guess what? I ain't no bitch. Mama ain't raised no bitch. All right? Come on now. So no hard feelings either. I mean no offense to anyone other than Stell. In the video where I went at Brian and Ben, I said I meant no offense to them either. The only person I ever want to offend is that bald Smurf in the yellow room. That's the only person I want to feel offended by what I say. Outside of that, I hope nothing but good things for everybody. I'm just saying step away from Chernobyl, Phil, because when you go into the chat and you comment all caps a message that Stell didn't tell you to say, but looks pretty much identical to the message that he did tell his cult members to say, it's hard for me to differentiate in that moment. Big up Adrian Chia for the super chat. Happy V-Day, Mr. J. Thank you so much, Adrian Chia, for the super chat. This is fun. I would do anything for pound notes. Meatloaf Jacob. Bro, you want to see my meatloaf? First of all, why you put your baby's beautiful face on there and then you just sip the Kool-Aid? I feel bad that, hopefully it's only you exposed to Chernobyl. But go ahead and hold this time out, you meatloaf. We'll see you in 5 minutes. Yeah, man. Bald Smurf. It's true. So I'm going to mute this because I've had enough of that dude's voice. As much as one man can take for at least 6 months. Hopefully I don't have to listen to him again, but we'll see. There's at one point, Eugene joins. This is fun. So they get a couple more of their top tier pyramid, at like Landmark Forum. You have your paid tiers. Entry level, absolved of all you're absolved. Don't worry about none of the bad shit you did. You paid money, so you're good. But then the more you pay, the more you give, guess what? You start to get up on there. So they're filling up now. But don't worry, because no matter what the face is, no matter what the voice is on Chernobyl Away, they're all going to say the same shit. Anytime I've ever tuned in, win, lose, or draw, wham, we're still shit, we're wham. When we last year and we get top 4, I remember when I was streaming with Stell, he was bitching and moaning how we're not going to get top 4, and then we did. And I made a whole video cooking his dumb ass, and that was fun. And that was when we were friends, or excuse me, friends, air quotes. So look. This is fun. This is the fun part that I wanted to end with. This is the fun part for everyone. Okay. So just to show you the lovely place that is Chernobyl Away, everyone's saying, go, Eugene, go, get on there, Eugene. Come on, Eugene, tell him, get on there. We're waiting for you, Eugene. Come on, get on there. I have it muted. Good. Because what their whole discussion is irrelevant. That's why I muted it. I felt bad for Eugene because he was getting bodied by high school debate tactics 101, which first things first, control the conversation. You control the conversation, you control where the debate is headed. You know that clip that I love playing of Hotspur Hippie where it's like, Your answer is yes, haha, fuck you. Your answer is no, haha, fuck you, because they control the conversation. So when you go into the tiger's den and there's, 4 tigers and one little pussy cat that apparently is in charge of the tigers, what's going to happen is they're all going to fucking attack you. But in the chat, they're all like, yeah, jump into yeah, come on in. But just watch how the fucking just watch. I mean, I screenshotted some of my favorites because I didn't technically want to go through it. So let's see. Eugene is a Levy fanboy. Eugene the attention seeker. What else? Let him speak, Stell. No, that's nice. Because like me, I was like, it seems like Eugene says 5 words and Stell's like, no, hang on a minute. No, hang on a minute. And again, controlling the conversation. High school debate tactics 101. Control the fucking conversation so you can say, haha, fuck you if you answer this, haha, even if you answer the opposite, haha, fuck you. So you put them in a corner. And if you're not used to that kind of tactic, you know what happens? People usually get a little like backed into the fucking corner. Even a person named DL said, for fuck's sake, Stell, let the bloke talk. So I'm not the only one. But here you go. Here's some of the lovely comments. Eugene is a knobhead. He constantly controls chat, telling people what to say. RVT Secure says, let Eugene talk, LOL. So again, multiple different accounts all saying, you're not even giving Eugene a chance because he's doing his little playground. I control the conversation. You're in my playground now. Ha ha ha. Which this is why most people don't want to debate him, because what's the point? It's like, trying to convince your racist grandpa to not be racist. He's just like, it's always the way it's been. It's like, all right, at some point you just got to wait for, the boomers to phase out, and then hopefully racism will slow down. We can hope. But back to the comments, the lovely comments from Chernobyl Away in the chat for Eugene. After they all egged him on. Come on, man, come on. Oh, Eugene is an attention-seeking troll. This guy's a sausage boy. Eugene thinks Ainge is an elite football manager. Hee hee emoji. Where is it? Change. Trust and believe this is a paid Levy agent in the fan base and they're loving it. What the fuck? You couldn't get... And then Lord Rodney Trotter, the dude who just got a 5-minute spanking on the butt, he says, you couldn't put a snail to sleep, Eugene. Or no, you could put a snail to sleep, indicating how bad at talking he is, I guess. So just lovely comments. There's still more. Vince says, say what you want, Stell, and Eugene will twist it. Jammy Git, someone else who used to be a part of the chat here, says, put up a poll to show Eugene how full of shit he is. Love that one. Kyrie says, wow, I feel bad for Eugene, low-key. He's been under a microscope for 20 minutes. Not under a microscope, under this tiny micro penis of the Smurf. For fuck's sakes, if you have issues, then just bloody protest. I agree with that. Someone says, Stell, this isn't coming off well because he keeps interrupting him. It didn't. Enrique says, why does Eugene keep going on? Which I didn't think he had a chance to keep going on. Ashley B, another person says, so toxic, man. He can't even get a word in. Which, yeah, he couldn't. Ryman's son says, what is this tense relationship between Stell and Eugene? I don't know. He's probably like, I don't even want to play it because I'm running out of time. I don't even want to play it, but just watch it for yourself. The way he talks to Eugene, the way his chat talks to Eugene, of fucking hate, inciting, doom mongering, fucking weird cultist, bro. This cult of misery, y'all need help. If you've been at Chernobyl too long and you're one of those weirdos in the chat being like, that's AI, this isn't real, you need help. You need help of the clinical kind. I can only do so much. I can only say, you're sounding a little culty. That's what I did with Phil. He says no hard feelings, which I'm glad because, I hope everyone I call out has no hard feelings outside of aforementioned Bald Smurf. But poor Eugene, man. So he jumps on. I screenshotted some of the best ones, but it wasn't all of them. Because, hey, Eugene, who was the Spurs captain the last time they won a European trophy? So just lovely. Another thing that I always get, that I have gotten from Stell as well. Where's that screenshot that I took? You know, because Spurs Kings TV is a safe place for me. So I like to go in there and chat. And, you know, Lord Rodney Trotter loves to talk shit to me in that chat as well. You know, the same guy I put in the timeout because he's hopefully not exposing that baby to Chernobyl. But one of Stell's responses in said chat indirectly to me, but we know it's about me. But again, I don't pussyfoot. I put names I put names on the bullets. Isn't that what they say? But he says, fans talking about a stadium they've never been to in a country they've never visited. Proper Tottenham, ha ha ha, with thumbs up. So he loves taking the piss out of foreign fans, which is, as far as I'm concerned, the only reason Tottenham are as big as they are right now. And then he also, so he likes being xenophobic. He likes being misogynistic. He likes being ableist. He likes using ableist degrading language to people. And this is why I get uptight with people like Ben, with people like Brian, with people like Ellie, with people like Phil Coys, because they know what happened. They're aware and they're saying, well, it's okay. It's all good. Well, you may think so. I disagree with you and I hold people accountable. So again, I really think that's all I got to say. I think I've said enough. It's 2 hours of fucking showing you what I've seen, which is the truth. This dude is a cult member, leader. He's a cult member of Landmark Forum. He's a cult leader of hatred. He likes to incite fucking abuse. He administers abuse. The writing is on the wall. I never tell people what to do. Do what you want. Go back to Chernobyl. Enjoy Chernobyl. I hope you love it there because I won't be there. If I get sent another clip, we might have to, you know, send the drone into Chernobyl again. But as always, folks, I'm going to call it how I see it. And how I see it is shit. You've all been exposed. You've all been exposed. Big up Faz Radfire. I missed this. Big up Jacob. So right about that channel. Come on, you Spurs. Big up Faz. Adrian, Shoshi, Sean Hurl, Jimbo, Paul McWilliam, everyone who sponsored today's stream. Futility with the bigs. And get well soon, Futility. Hopefully you're going to be healing up real soon. And hopefully this 2 hour Ram Sham Bam, thank you, ma'am, will make you feel better as well. But if you want to feel better, get away from the elephant's foot, which is at Chernobyl away. Or go back. I don't give a fuck. It's your life. I ain't gonna be there. But as always, folks, stay blessed, stay fresh, up the lads. Be kind to yourself and be kind to someone else. And as always, come on, you Spurs. And remember, if you're a fuck up today, don't worry.
Don't beat yourself up over past mistakes. You are going to fuck up again in the future, quite possibly in a most spectacular fashion. Why worry about yesterday's fuck-ups when you have tomorrow's fuck-ups to look forward to? You are a fuck-up, and fucking up is part of your growth process. Embrace the process.